Breaking news out of Oklahoma. John Mateer out 3 to 4 weeks with a broken thumb. Wow. Welcome to Chenzo's Corner. I'm your host, Charlie DiVincenzo. Going to get right into this one today. Very unfortunate news coming out of the state of Oklahoma. Everybody on campus is shook up. I was in class when it happened, and it felt like an earthquake hit. Everybody starts shuffling around. You hear whispers. You hear a lot of murmurs going around the classroom. I got up and I had to leave. I was so upset. I left and I came straight here to do the emergency podcast today. Thank God it's happening at this point in the season. You essentially have 2 bye weeks here. You have a bye week and you got Kent State. Now, back-to-back, those 2 games, essentially 2 bye weeks. Michael Hawkins going to step into the starting quarterback role. Welcome back. Has some SEC experience under his belt. Has some SEC wins under his belt. Beat Auburn. Played a positive half of football against Tennessee. Came in at times. He looked good. They used him in different packages throughout the season. Obviously, he's got the legs. You don't really assume he's going to be how Kyler Murray was when Baker Mayfield went out for a half. But, you know, you are going to get some productive play as a backup out of him. Broken thumb occurred in the first quarter against Auburn. He played through that game. Apparently, I'm hearing now with the sprained knee as well. Gabe Ikard went and posted a minute ago. What a dog. Are you kidding me? This guy is the definition of tough and embodies what it means to be an Oklahoma Sooner. And this is one of those guys that when he comes back, man, this team's just they rally around him already. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when he gets back. This team right now has 2 options. They could bow out, they could get sad that their quarterback's done, and they could lose hope. And I don't think that's what they're going to do. Because this second one, I think the second option here is that they come back and play harder than they've played at any game this year. This defense right now are Mason Thomas, Kip Lewis, Robert Spears-Jennings. You don't think those guys are in a group chat with the whole defense right now saying, hey guys, it's us. Now it's us. They've been playing good ball. 10 sacks the other week versus Auburn. Top 5 defense in the country, undoubtedly. You know? They get in that group chat, they start texting around, this is us now. Now it's our turn. It may not be pretty on offense for the next 2, 3, 4 games, however long Mateer's out. But you know what? That defense is going to hold it down. There's no doubt in my mind that defense is going to hold it down. That chip on their shoulders just got 10 times bigger. It's time for them to carry this squad. They carried it the majority of last year. They got to go 3 games. 3 games. Let's think now. Let's think rationally. You get a bye week. That's 1 week of the time period for the injury. You miss Kent State. Fine. You could play anybody at quarterback against Kent State. You're going to win that game. That's 2 weeks done. Texas is week 3. Would it shock anybody that watches this video? Would it shock anybody if he comes back for that game? Wouldn't shock me. That dude, John Mateer, is a beast. He is a dog. He has that mentality. He has the mentality of a winner. And I tell you what, a thumb injury that he already played through once, post-operation, he's going to probably try to do it again. Now, like I said, we're thinking rationally here, so he's probably out versus Texas. And that is big. Michael Hawkins got killed last year when he played the Longhorns. They had a scheme for him defensively, and they shut him down pretty defiantly. And he's going to bounce back this year with a year under his belt, with a new offensive coordinator, a better offensive coordinator, and much improved weapons. You have Deion Burks back for that game this year. You have Isaiah Sategna. You have Keontez Lewis. You have Jaren Kanak. You have a bunch of running backs you could rely on in that game, as well as a much improved offensive line. There is a lot of things that you could look at in a positive light. He might miss Texas, Mateer. Mateer might miss Texas. You might lose that game. You might be 5-1 going into South Carolina. If he's still out versus South Carolina, if he's still out in that game, that becomes a must-win for Michael Hawkins. And we'll get to that when we get there. That's 4 weeks down the road. That's a month away. But if he really misses Texas and South Carolina, you could only afford to lose one. Only afford to lose one. I think this team, this coaching staff, they're going to really rally around Hawkins the next couple weeks and make him feel like they have the confidence in him to do what they expect him to go do, and that's win. I don't know if he has the ability to beat Texas. We'll see it when we see Kent State, I guess. We'll see what the ability he's got. But like I said, this defense, they have something to prove now. There was a lot of chatter the last couple days that Auburn deserved to win that game because of the referees, because of the officiating. I think the defense took that to heart. They had 10 sacks and they're still not getting the credit they deserve. Well, now it's their opportunity. Starting quarterback out, backup in. It's time to shut these teams down. I think they might do that. Hawkins has an opportunity, whether he stays next year, whether he leaves, whatever the situation is with Hawkins, he has an opportunity to go put positive film out to everybody, out to the Sooners, out to any team he's thinking of leaving for, whatever his scenario may be, whether he's the starter next year or not, he has opportunity to go out there and put some film, put some good stuff on tape. And I have faith in him. I do. A lot of people are already counting us out versus Texas. A lot of people are counting us out versus South Carolina if the injury lasts that long. And you know what? I think Hawkins may have the ability to, he might be able to pull off one of them. It's going to have to be complimentary football. No stupid turnovers. You can't go through your first read and tuck and run like he did last year. It's going to have to be a more refined process, and he's going to have to play the quarterback position better. It was a lot of improvisation last year. He's going to have to go through his reads because he has the receivers now, and he has to have the faith in those guys that he's able to throw the ball to them without having to worry about a drop, about a pick, about an overthrow, whatever the case may be. If Hawkins plays complimentary football, I'm talking 150 yards in the air, a touchdown, get one on the ground as well, score two, let the defense, put you in good positions, let them get you good field position, you could win these games. Now, like I said, thank God it wasn't later in the year when you'd have to play Missouri, Alabama, LSU, Tennessee, back to back to back to back. It couldn't have come at a better time. You have 2 ranked wins under your belt already. The committee's seen that. Everybody in the nation's seen that. Now, you have 2 weeks to prepare, 2 weeks off of that timeline for Mateer. And with how tough Mateer is, I think he'll be back at least for South Carolina. And it wouldn't shock me if he comes back for Texas. It's a long shot, but it wouldn't shock me. If he comes back for South Carolina like it's expected right now, I think you're in good hands whether you win that Texas game or not. I think the committee gives you a lot of leeway with that game if it is Hawkins that starts. Quick video today. Emergency pod. I literally ran out of class to come record this. I couldn't sit there any longer. Like, comment, subscribe. Please comment. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on this are. Sooner Nation, let me know. Let me know. Are we confident? Are we in the dumps? What are we thinking? Leave, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. It might be a little while going on a vacation here, so stay posted. Next week, I should have, a little bit of a posting streak going, but the rest of this one might be a little radio silent. I'll try to do my best with reactions. I might even start posting some of those short little YouTube reels just to keep you guys in the loop while I'm away. So, you've been watching Chenzo's Corner. I'm Charlie DiVincenzo. Thank you guys for watching. Boomer Sooner.